SAS, Special Air Service, the British Special Forces. This is not an ordinary unit. This is the mother of all special forces, the reference, the book everyone else read from. Founded in the summer of 1941 in the deserts of North Africa, the mad genius behind it, David Stirling, a young British lieutenant. The army rejected his idea at first. What did he do? He climbed the fence of a military base, HQ of the RAF in Egypt, walked straight into the general's office and pitched his idea. Instead of sending 1,000 soldiers to attack a German airfield, send 4 men to blow up the planes on the ground before they take off. The general agreed. The first operation, December 1941. Stirling's small unit destroyed 90 German and Italian aircraft in a single night, more than the entire RAF had shot down over several months. This is where the concept of modern special forces was born.
To join the SAS, first of all, you don't apply as a civilian. You must already be a soldier in the British Armed Forces, minimum 2 years of service. Age cap, 32, and at least 3 years of service remaining. Those are just the application requirements. Selection runs twice a year, summer and winter. Path rate, under 10%. Out of every 100 soldiers, only 10 make it. Phase 1 is called the Hills. 4 weeks in the Brecon Beacons Mountains of Wales. Cold, grey, unforgiving mountains, wrapped in fog. Every day the distance increases, the weight increases, from 20 kilometers to 40 to 60. The final day, the long drag. 64 kilometers, a pack weighing 25 kilograms, not counting water, food or rifle. Total carry weight reaching 35 kilograms. A map and a compass only, no GPS, no paved roads, no help. No instructor cheering you on. Maximum time, 20 hours. The cruel irony, instructors at checkpoints say nothing. No encouragement, no criticism, no smiles. Just write the number and move on. Because SAS needs men who motivate themselves. If you need others to push you, you don't belong here.
April 30th, 1980, the Iranian embassy in London. Arab Ahwazi gunmen holding 26 hostages. 6 days of failed negotiations. Then on day 6, a hostage was killed. Dialogue was over. SAS were given the green light. On live television, in front of millions of British viewers, 6 men in full black gear and gas masks rappelled down the front of the building. Windows shattered, flashbangs lit up the air. In 17 minutes, every living hostage was safe, every terrorist neutralized. The criticism? A formal British inquiry opened in 2023, allegations of unlawful field executions of Afghan civilians between 2010 and 2013. SAS officers reportedly competed over kill counts during night raids. The investigation is still ongoing today. Founded on November 19, 1977, by Colonel Charles Beckwith, a man who trained alongside the British SAS and wanted America's own version. Part 2. How to join. How do you join? The short answer, with extreme difficulty. First, you can't just walk up and say you want in. Delta watches, Delta observes, then Delta calls you. But you can apply. Part 3. Requirements. You must hold a rank between E4 and E8, minimum 2.5 years of military service, at least 22 years old, ASVAB score of 110 or higher, airborne qualified or willing to train for it, and a completely clean record. The selection process? 3 weeks, the strangest and hardest tests in military history. No one tells you what the test is, you're just given a task and left alone. Mountain rucking through West Virginia, heavy pack, no explanations. Checkpoint distances increase every day, without warning. 120 candidates enter each cycle. According to former Delta operator Paul Howe, who makes it to the end? 12 to 14 people, 10% or less. Part 5. Operator Training Course. Then comes the Operator Training Course, 6 full months. Shooting until accuracy becomes reflex, not thought. Advanced hand-to-hand combat, tactical driving, infiltration techniques, lockpicking, precision demolition, and more. Delta needs a soldier who can be a ghost one night and an ordinary civilian the next morning.
Ranked number 1 on planet Earth. Navy SEALs, the United States Navy's force for sea, air, and land operations. There is no environment they don't operate in, and no mission they refuse. They were officially established on January 1, 1962, by a direct order from President John F. Kennedy himself. Why? Because the Cold War needed men who didn't appear in official reports, men who could accomplish the impossible in complete silence. Before that, they were known as frogmen, the underwater assault units from World War II, first formed in 1942. Now the numbers, listen carefully. Every year, more than 2,000 people apply. From those, about 1,000 are selected to enter the initial training phase. From that 1,000, between 75% and 80% fail and drop out. The result? Only 175 to 250 enlisted soldiers reach the Golden Badge each year. And the Golden Badge, the trident, carries 3 symbols: the sea anchor, the eagle, and the golden trident of Neptune, king of the seas. Whoever wears it on their chest belongs to a club with only about 2,500 active members in the entire world. All right, you want to become a Navy SEAL? Let's speak with complete realism. First, the basic requirements just to apply. You must be a U.S. citizen, between 18 and 28 years old, obtain a security clearance, and your vision must be no worse than 20/70 in the worst eye, correctable. That's just the entry gate. The initial physical screening test, PST, includes a 500-yard swim, about 457 meters, in less than 12 minutes and 30 seconds, 50 push-ups in 2 minutes, 50 sit-ups in 2 minutes, 10 pull-ups without stopping, and a 1.5-mile run in 10 minutes and 30 seconds. That's the minimum. A strong candidate swims it in about 9 minutes, performs 90 push-ups and 18 pull-ups. The third week of the first phase is what makes BUD/S legendary. Hell Week. The official numbers speak a shocking language. 5.5 days of continuous training, 132 hours with no real stop. Total sleep during the entire week, 4 hours only, not per day, for the whole week. Distance covered, more than 320 kilometers of running, swimming, and paddling. Calories? Trainees consume around 8,000 calories per day and still lose weight. Why? Because the body burns everything. What does 132 hours actually mean? It means running while hallucinating from lack of sleep.
Men reported seeing things that weren't there, hearing voices, watching clouds form faces, and they kept going. Only about 25% of trainees finish Hell Week. And the most interesting statistic? The most successful candidates aren't the strongest or the fastest. They're the most determined. In 2022, Kyle Mullen, 24 years old, died hours after completing Hell Week due to severe pneumonia and cardiac arrest. 3 others were hospitalized the same day. Operations? Let's look at some of the most famous.
2009. Captain Richard Phillips was taken hostage on a cargo ship by Somali pirates. SEAL Team 3 surrounded the small lifeboat holding him. Distance? Less than 30 meters. Lighting? Complete darkness in the Indian Ocean. The result? 3 simultaneous shots from 3 different snipers at the exact same moment. 3 pirates down. Mission completely successful.